I want to start by saying something really important. Being awkward is not a personality flaw. It's a skill gap. No one is born social. No one comes out of the womb knowing how to talk to people, read the room, or feel comfortable in groups. Social confidence is learned the same way sports are learned, the same way music is learned, the same way driving is learned, through practice. If being awkward feels painful, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's because of what your brain is doing while you're interacting with people. Your brain is watching you while you're talking. It's monitoring your tone, your facial expression, your posture, your words. And when your brain is in self-monitor mode, it can't relax. That's when you feel stiff. That's when your mind goes blank. That's when you replay everything afterward and cringe. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed that the more you try to not be awkward, the more awkward you feel? That's not a coincidence. Awkwardness grows when attention is turned inward. Connection grows when attention is turned outward. This is the biggest shift that changes everything socially. Stop focusing on how you're coming across and start focusing on being curious about the other person. Instead of thinking, do I sound weird? What do I say next? Do they like me? You shift to asking, what is this person interested in? What are they feeling right now? What can I be curious about? Social confidence is not about being impressive. It's about being interested. Let that sink in. The people you enjoy being around the most are usually not the most impressive people. They're the people who make you feel seen. They listen. They ask questions. They're present. Now, let's break this into practical tools. You do not need to be funny. You do not need to be loud. You do not need to be smooth. You need 3 things: presence, curiosity, practice. Let's start with presence. Presence means you're actually listening, not planning your next line while the other person is talking. If your brain is busy thinking, what should I say after this? You're not present. Present sounds like, oh, that's interesting. Tell me more about that. I didn't know that. When you're present, conversations flow more naturally because you're responding instead of performing. Now, curiosity. Curiosity is your best social shortcut. You don't need clever stories. When you have good questions, simple, open-ended questions do the heavy lifting for you. Questions like, how did you get into that? What's that been like for you? What do you like most about that? These questions do 3 powerful things at once. They take pressure off you. They help the other person feel valued. And they keep the conversation moving naturally. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you talked to someone who asked you thoughtful questions and actually listened to your answers? How did that make you feel? That feeling is connection. And it's built through curiosity, not performance. Now, let's talk about something that scares a lot of people. Awkward moments. Silence does not mean you failed. Pauses do not mean rejection. Stumbling over words does not mean people dislike you. Most people are way more focused on themselves than they are on judging you. Confidence is not never feeling awkward. Confidence is being okay even when it's awkward. Think about this. If awkwardness meant you were unlikable, everyone would hate themselves because everyone has awkward moments. The difference is not who has them. It's who recovers from them. Socially confident people don't panic when things feel off. They don't spiral. They don't self-attack. They simply keep going. Now here's a big one. Social skill grows from exposure, not avoidance. Every time you avoid people to feel safe, you accidentally teach your brain. This is dangerous. Your brain doesn't understand logic. It understands patterns. So avoidance feels good short-term, but it increases anxiety long-term. On the other hand, every time you practice, even if it's uncomfortable, you teach your brain, I can survive this. That's how confidence is built, not by thinking your way out of fear, but by experiencing your way through it. Let me ask you this. What social situations do you avoid? Because they make you uncomfortable? Small talk? Group conversations? Meeting new people? Avoidance feels protective, but it quietly keeps you stuck. Now the good news. You don't need to do big, scary social leaps. You start small. Say hi. Ask one question. Stay 1 minute longer. Make one comment. Small reps create safety. Small wins build confidence. You don't become social by becoming someone else. You become social by becoming practiced. Here's another reframe that helps a lot. Social people aren't fearless. They're practiced. Awkward people aren't broken. They're learning. If you treat socializing like a skill instead of a judgment on who you are, the pressure drops. And when pressure drops, growth happens naturally. Let me say that again. Awkwardness is not evidence that you're failing. It's evidence that you're learning. So the next time you feel awkward, instead of thinking, something is wrong with me, try thinking, oh, this is practice. Because it is. And every rep counts. If this video helped you see awkwardness differently, hit like and follow this channel for more tools on confidence, connection, and personal growth. And comment below, what social situation do you struggle with the most? Or what video would you like to see next? Your question might be the next video.